Commissioner Scott,
Present.
Commissioner Baker McCormick,
Here.
Commissioner Marecki,
Here.
Commissioner Kinlock, Commissioner Kinlock, Commissioner Anderson,
Present.
Vice Chair Baydoun,
Here.
Chair Varga,
Here.
Commissioner Kinlock.
Present.
You have a quorum present.
Thank you. Next item.
Next item, item B, Chairwoman's remarks.
I have none today.
Item C, approval of the minutes of the January 11th, 2022 meeting.
So moved.
Madam Chair.
It's been moved and supported. Any corrections? All in favor, say aye.
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 Anyone opposed? Motion carries. Next item.
Item D, unfinished business. There is none listed. Moving to item E1, requesting commission approval of budget adjustment 2022-35002, decertifying revenue in the Water Quality Management Fund, reallocating expenditures in the CSO Basins Fund, reallocating expenditures in the Rouge Valley Sewer System Fund, certifying revenue in the Environment Fund, and certifying revenue in the DPS Drain Management Fund.
Thank you. And we are also going to discuss the next two items, but we'll start with one. Any questions on item one? Okay, let's move on to item two for discussion. Madam Clerk.
Item 2, requesting commission approval of budget adjustment 2022-35004, reallocating expenditures in the general fund.
Thank you. Any discussion on item two?
Madam Chair, I'm just wondering about this, if someone could address it.
Sure.
Hi there. This is Dwayne Sills, Deputy Wayne County Clerk, Chief Financial Officer. How can I help you?
Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Yes, it's we were actually looking to we're purchasing some new equipment for our media office, and we need to move extra $5,000 over to that account, and we reallocating funds over. We're $5,000 short in that account.
Already, so we budgeted that in other areas, but you're gonna move it over. Commissioner Marecki, do you have any other questions?
It says something about executive parking.
Oh.
Dwayne, this is Mark Abbo. Our understanding was for totaled armored car service.
Which number? Which are you looking at, 2 or 3?
Two.
You may be talking about number 3, Dwayne.
We were on item 2. Do you have anything?
I'm sorry. I see. I got it. I'm looking at item number 3. I'm sorry. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Yes. Again, we that was funds we looked and we recognized that we needed another $5,000 in that particular account for that.
Okay. Commissioner Marecki, do you have more questions on 2?
You mean for armored car service?
I don't know. You know what? Let me hold on.
For the reallocation of $5,000.
Let me ask. I think Tim, are you on right now, Tim?
Yeah,
Could
I'm
you
on the
please-
line.
Could you explain?
Can you hear
number
me?
2? Yes. Could you explain 2 for us, please?
Yeah, the total armored car, the service, when we went out to bid on that, the cost increased. So we had to do the same budget adjustment last year. We need a budget adjustment to cover the cost of the increase for the total armored car service. And this line item covers the executive parking, our Comcast account, and the total armored car service.
So does the car service use the executive parking? That's what I'm confused on. Yeah, armored car service. What's the executive parking?
This just the pays for the executives who work over at the Foreman Monroe building. That price hasn't increased. It's remained the same, but it's just we pay that parking out of this line item.
Okay, do you know for how many people that is?
I can answer. I think we have four spots over there. I can double check that for you, Commissioner.
This is Mark Abbo again, Dwayne.
Yes.
I think what you're trying to tell us is that in the professional service line item accounts, you want $5,000 added, and what is covered under that line item account is 3 items: clerk's executive parking, Comcast services, and then the total armored car service. So you want $5,000 to cover a combination of one or all of those types of expenditures. Is that correct?
Exactly. But the expense we know what it's for. It's actually for the it is for the armored car service though, but it does
Okay,
cover. You're correct.
Could you tell us what the armored car service is used for?
Yes, the armored car service is that we, as you know, we collect in revenue, and we actually have an armored car service that pick up the revenue each day and take it to the bank for us.
So they're dealing with cash.
Yes,
Physical custody of cash.
yes.
Okay. Does that help you, Chair or Commissioner?
Yes. Yeah, thank you. Thanks. I'm all
think
set.
I think what threw us off was the word executive.
Yes. Through me too.
Okay.
So
Since you're here, Dwayne, you want to talk about then item 3?
yes, again,
Okay.
this is
We'll
this
move
is
on to item 3 then.
again.
Item 3 requesting,
I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Madam Clerk. Read it.
item 3
Correct.
requesting commission approval of budget adjustment 2022-35005, reallocating expenditures in the general fund.
Thank you. Go ahead, Dwayne.
Yes, this is for our call center. It looks like for this particular expense as well. And again, we're allocating $8,000. And again, this is mostly because of here we're purchasing some equipment, and we had the funds in that particular line item, but back during the apportionment payment, we had to pay the apportionment amount out of that particular line item. And we're waiting for M&B to actually reimburse us for that amount of money. So in the meantime, we're just moving money over to help us to cover that expense.
Okay, thank you.
Madam Chair?
Yes, go ahead,
Uh,
Commissioner.
Yes, Dwayne, what was the amount for the apportionment that you just indicated you had to cover?
Well, it's approximately about a little over $34,000. We had came before this body back in, during the budget hearing, and we requested these funds, but we were told by M&B that they would pay for it. They would adjust our budget when the time came. Back in December, late December, the bills came up, and Madam Clerk did not want the vendors to have to wait for their money, so she noticed that we had enough money in that line item. And she said, pay them. I spoke with the CFO, Mr. Newsom, and he agreed that he would actually reimburse our account within the next few weeks.
Okay, and what did that cost include? Was that like for the drawing of the maps? What was the
I'm going off
34,000?
Yes, Commissioner, through the chair, right off the top of my head, I remember, I think the mapping was about 28,000. And then there were a number of little bills, I think around $1,200 or $1,300. And we had a couple of those that came to, that was to cover I think the recording of the meetings.
Okay. And do you recall if that was the total cost?
The total cost was about a little over $34,000.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
During the budget talks, we talked about it and we figured it would be around $50,000. So they came in under budget.
Yes.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you. Alrighty, any more questions on items 1, 2, and 3?
Madam Chair, I recommend moving these items 1, 2, and 3 for full board for consideration.
Support for consideration.
Thank you. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Commissioner Scott,
Yes.
Commissioner Baker McCormick,
Yes.
Commissioner Marecki,
Yes.
Commissioner Kinlock,
Yes.
Commissioner Anderson,
Yes.
Vice Chair Baydoun,
Yes.
Chair Varga,
Yes.
motion carries. We have an addenda. Give me one moment. I'll place it on the screen. Item E4 under new business, requesting commission approval of budget adjustment 2022-35062, certifying revenue in the county park fund.
Thank you. We will discuss item 4 and then we'll go on to item 5. Any questions on 4?
Go ahead. Go ahead, Martha.
Okay. Madam Chair, is this some additional monies that will go into each district?
I would like to have someone from Parks answer that question. Anyone online?
Nankin Bridge or something?
Actually, this is money that's being taken out of fund balance, so it is not new monies. It's money that.
Oh. Okay, and it's just for
research.
Nankin Bridge. Okay. All right.
Thank you, Mark.
Mhm.
Any
Thank
other
you.
other discussion
I
on
was-
item 4?
Madam Chair,
Yes.
I had a quick question on it. I think it's clarification too. I believe this is the bridge that had fallen into disrepair at the end of Farmington Road, where it goes to Hines, over to Hines, and had been out of use. And it's more, I believe it's a pedestrian bridge more than anything, but I don't think there's going to be vehicle traffic going across it. But allows access, I think, to the property that we just approved last full board meeting, I believe.
Yes, it's going to cover the repair and replacement of the bridge.
I don't know if there's someone from the Parks Department on just to confirm that, because it didn't really, in the information that we had, didn't really say this location of it, and I was just curious. I believe that's what it's for. I see Andy's there.
Yeah, Madam Chair, Andrew Kandrievas from Lane County Executive Office. I don't see anybody on this call from Parks. I don't have any information on it. I don't know if anybody at M&B has any more information, but I don't see any DPS officials on this call.
Maybe Andy, maybe you can get us an answer before full board.
Yeah, I'll look. I'll get the specifics on this project.
Thank you.
And Andy, could you find out when they think this is going to start and be completed as well?
Okay.
Thanks.
Andy, and if you would ask Parks or any of the other departments, when we have agenda items on our agenda, if they would please chime in on our Zooms, we would appreciate it.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other questions on item 4? Okay, Madam Clerk, please read in item 5.
Item 5, requesting commission approval of budget adjustment 2022-35067, certifying revenue in the COVID-19 fund and the probate court fund.
Thank you. Any discussion on item 5? It's pretty self-explanatory. Do I hear someone?
No. Madam Chair, again, I recommend moving items 4 and 5 to the full board for consideration.
Support Anderson.
Thank you. Items 4 and 5 have been moved for consideration. Supported. Please call the roll.
Commissioner Scott,
Yes.
excuse me, Commissioner Baker McCormick,
Yes.
Commissioner Marecki,
Yes.
Commissioner Kinlock,
Yes.
Commissioner Anderson,
Yes.
Vice Chair Baydoun,
Yes.
Chair Varga,
Yes.
motion carries. We
Thank
will now
you.
return to the agenda. One moment, please. Item F, such other matters as may be properly submitted before the committee.
Mark, do we have anything?
No, Commissioner, we don't.
Okay, is it, if the CFO is online? No. Okay, I have none, and I have heard of none. Any members have any issues they want to discuss? I hear none. Next item.
Item G, public comments.
Please unmute everyone. And do we
Hands
have
are
any
unmuted.
emails? Okay, do we have any emails?
No emails were received.
Alrighty. Anyone from the public wishing to comment, please do so. Anyone from the public wishing to comment? I'll ask one more time. Anyone from the public wishing to comment? I hear none. Next item.
Item H, adjournment.
So move, Madam Chair.
Support Anderson.
Been moved and supported. All in favor, say aye.
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 Anyone opposed? The motion carries. Thank you. Have a great day, everyone.
All right, you too.
Thank you, Chairwoman. Thank you,
Thank
Commissioners.
you. Bye.
Bye.